A year ago, a large part of the city of Moore was a flattened mass of debris, reduced to rubble by one of the worst tornadoes in state history. 24 people were killed and more than 350 were injured when the massive tornado tore through central Oklahoma. One person died of injuries later, and some of the injured are still undergoing surgeries. On Tuesday, Moore remembered the tragedy and those who were lost and celebrated the resiliency of the survivors.
This is like worse than Joplin.
I know it is.
On May 20th, 2013, the tornado that cut a swath through Grady County kept gaining intensity as it approached Moore in Oklahoma City. The warnings from meteorologists were dire.
My God, get below ground if at all possible.
When it was over, Moore looked like it had been bombed. Entire neighborhoods were wiped out. More than 1,000 homes were destroyed, nearly 400 people injured. 1 year later, in the heart of the most heavily damaged area, survivors, first responders, volunteers, and others gathered to remember May 20th. The bell sounded 25 times, representing the 24 people that were killed by the storm and one who died sometime later. Mayor Glenn Lewis described the scene during the minutes after the twister hit, when there was complete bewilderment.
We didn't know how many people we were looking for that day when we first got out here. We knew that we had a report that there was over 300 people missing when we first started looking. There wasn't any paperwork into school, and there wasn't any houses for people to go to from the school, so we didn't really know where to start.
7 children died at Plaza Towers Elementary School. Everyone attending the memorial retains searing memories of that day and the tornado that also destroyed the Moore Medical Center.
We will all feel the emotions, the pain, and the sorrow of this day, each in our own way. But I challenge you to this. Our pledge to each other should be, we will never forget.
Your wounds are deep and the hurt is so real. I understand that the tears will never go away. However, it's my prayer that as time passes, the tears will be replaced with laughter as you sit with family and friends and tell stories of the one that you love so much.
And it's also important that we stand by them, that we let them know that we have not forgotten them and the tragedy that occurred in this city. But across the country, and I think even around the world, people witness the resilience, the determination, the courage, the strength, the love, the compassion of our fellow Oklahomans, and how we come together in a great time of need.
Congressman Tom Cole praised the governor, Moore's mayor, and many others for their handling of the aftermath and the rebuilding process that is still underway. He also reminded people that the federal government, including FEMA, HUD, and the Department of Education, has been there for Moore every step of the way.
And I want to personally thank the President of the United States. He was here on the ground 6 days after the disaster. He committed, I know, to the governor and to me, the night of the disaster, we will be with you every step of the way. And the President of the United States has kept that commitment.
The path to healing, both emotionally and physically, may take a lifetime for some. Jackson Quick, now 9, has undergone 24 surgeries in the last year. His mother, Shannon Quick, died minutes after the tornado hit. Shannon's children and her mother remember every detail.
He says, Ma, the tornado picked us up twice. He said the first time it picked us up, he said, threw me down on my back, and that really hurt. And he said, then it picked us up again, and he said, Mama let go of my leg. And he says, I was trying to find her. She had been impaled.
Greg Begay took this photo from his driveway. He thought he was going to die.
When it went by, I was relieved. I thought, well, it didn't hit me. But then it quickly became clear that it was going to hit Mom.
His son and son-in-law, Jason McQuarrie, reached his mom's home first.
I ran past Southwest 12th. I ran past Southwest 11th because I didn't recognize the streets. And it wasn't until I was past those streets that I stopped and I knew that I had passed them.
After they found the right street, her car was the only clue as to where her house had been.
Yeah, the only way to explain it is your heart sinks. You question how anybody could survive that, and By the grace of God, my brother-in-law showed up about a minute after I did, and he started yelling for his grandma. We heard a moan.
Catherine Begay made it to a hospital but died from complications several months later. Both men say they now have underground shelters.
We hope that this will never happen, but we know more than likely this is Moore, Oklahoma. We're probably going to have another tornado someday. So we hope that you will take time to teach your children about safety and build them a storm shelter at your house.
After the memorial service, dignitaries turned the dirt to mark the start of construction for a new Moore Medical Center set for completion in 2016. It's hoped by then the scars of what happened 1 year ago will not run as deep.